Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. In this video I want to talk about the difference between Hong Kong and China. But before I talk about it, I must mention that Hong Kong belongs to China. Hong Kong is part of China. Okay. I moved to live in Hong Kong and do business in Hong Kong. Of course, sometimes I will come back to Guangzhou to meet some customers, and some customers will also go to Hong Kong. I have been living in Hong Kong for a while, and I really feel the big difference in life and in business. Firstly, let's talk about life. Life is very amazing in Hong Kong. Like the food we eat is there is very delicious. I must say that it's very safe. The food, the water. Even you eat outside, you don't need to worry too much. But when I come back to Guangzhou, sometimes I feel a little bit afraid to eat outside because of the food safety. Of course, now China is getting much better and better, but still you will feel some difference, very little difference, and you in the aspect of food. Yes, in the aspect of food, because I can only feel this difference since I only live in Hong Kong for a while. So in the future I will talk more about life. In this video I want to focus on the business. The standard, the quality standard is super different. Of course, the price in Hong Kong is high. It's really high compared to the price in China for many products. There's no doubt. But I love the quality in Hong Kong, and I think we match each other because I focus on the quality in my hair business. I think for all the products, they really focus on the quality. For example, I still remember I asked one guy to come to my home to fix the kitchen, the hardware, and I find out that the hardware they use are all imported from like Germany and other Europe countries, or maybe Japan or Korea. But I seldom find out that is quick. You would say made in China or made in Germany, right? I seldom find out that it's made in China. Most of the products we find out that's made in or imported from or assembled in in some European countries. Of course, maybe the other countries will buy products from China and they just will assemble in their country, or some companies import from China factories, export to Hong Kong. Maybe, yes, I'm sure some will, but the standard, I'm focused on the standard. The standard is different. It means this quality, for example, this quality, the standard is different. Now in China, all the industries are very flooded. We are trying to export our industry to the world, to different countries, because now it's full of products. It's full of everywhere in the market, full of products, and the quality is actually not that good. To me, I think the quality is not that good. So I think when people or when businessmen come to Mainland China, they will say, I need this quality. I don't need that quality. This is my standard, or like GE or FDA or something. They have different quality standards to require the factories to assemble, to produce. It's different. But in China, in many factories, for example, in this hair industry, Actually, I know different products. I know different products because in my circle, I have business circles. So when we sit down together, we discuss like, oh, this customer from Germany, this customer from US, or this customer from Japan, this customer from Brazil. They need us to produce products in this way. We must pass the test in this way before ship out. It's totally different. If you don't send them the request of the standard, probably the factories will just produce in a very low level, very low level. So I think the products we use in Hong Kong are much better. It's really much better. I still remember that I go to a hardware shop, a hardware shop here in Guangzhou, and after I picked up the hardware for the water, and you can even break it. You can even break it just like plastic. So, and they say it's hardware. So, you know, the material is super different. So, just like for example, this meter. This is plastic. This is plastic, and maybe some customer from Hong Kong, from Germany, or from Japan will require the factories to produce in really hardware, stainless. It should be stainless. I think this one should be stainless, but this one is plastic. They just print a silver color to make it looks like stainless, to look like stainless. So you know, you can hear when you knock, you can hear it's different. So I really even the price in Hong Kong is higher. We pay. Let me tell you something that people in Hong Kong, they don't. I think the people I meet, at least the people I meet over there, they don't like the products from China. They don't like. But I'm telling you, I'm just tell you how I feel. Still remember, Hong Kong belongs to China. Hong Kong is part of China. I just share my experience. That the standard is really different. It's really different. Look the same, but it's different. Material is different. Just like this hair. Look the same. Maybe you look the same, but the material will be different. So the price will be different. You understand me? So I am in part of Hong Kong now. I always use the Hong Kong standard. Use Hong Kong standard to make the hair products or make other products for my customers. So I think if you are looking for products, if you are looking for high level standard products from China, I think it's good to do business with Hong Kong people. It's good to do business with Hong Kong people because they know what quality you need. They like me or like other people. They will come. It's very close. They will come to check. They require to check everything to make sure the products shipped out are all in high level standard. So that's why still you see no factories in Hong Kong nowadays. There are no factories in Hong Kong, but still a lot of people like to do business with Hong Kong. I think that's the main reason. So that's how I feel the difference for now. I always say, welcome to visit Hong Kong. You feel the culture over there. So the standard, the product quality standard, and you know, it was very embarrassing. It's very, very embarrassing. Like one day I went to the food market. I was looking for some fruit, and that guy said to me, "唔使擔心，唔使擔心啊，唔係大陸貨啊。佢話唔使擔心啊，唔係大陸貨嚟㗎，呢個係津巴布韋啊，津巴布韋啊，即係 I was looking for grape fruit, and that man said, no, the products, no worry, the products, this grape is not from China, it's from Zimbabwe." I was so embarrassed. It's from Zimbabwe. It's high quality. The grapes, GRAPE. it was delicious. So all the products they use are all imported from different countries. The food, the other products. So they or now I wish to say we, because now I live there. We really need high quality products. I really feel embarrassing. It's only like very close, and it feels like two different worlds. It feels like two different worlds. So I think, yes, I think it's also very, very good opportunity. I think it's been good opportunity for Hong Kong businessmen to do business with the world, with companies who need high quality and that they want to import from China. Let me tell you, a lot of Hong Kong people, they already open factories in China, in other countries, so we can control the quality. So in this way we can control the quality, because sometimes it's out of control. If you are not there to watch them produce this product, to check the quality, to check everything before ship out, it's still very big problem. So a lot of Hong Kong people, they open factories, they open office in China, Guangzhou, Shenzhen, in different cities, just to make sure the products are good. So I am doing the same thing now. Because it's very close. It just takes like 2 hours train to come here and go back to Hong Kong, come back, go back. So we still have the space. Hong Kong there's still a good space for Hong Kong to grow. It's because here, I think China factories give Hong Kong companies a lot of space to grow. It's because most of the time they don't really pay attention to the quality. They just want to produce fast. Yes, produce fast. Because now you see everywhere in the world you can see made in China. Every product is from China, but they just like to make it fast, make it just look good, but it does not last long. It does not last long time for a lot of products. You know, and another embarrassing is like a lot of companies, they don't like to compete in China. You know what? They just go out, rather to go out overseas to open the business, to do marketing, because they can show them the products. They can have a good margin. Once you have good enough margin, you are really enjoyable, and you are really keen on the quality for the market. But here, one day, for example, you go to a hair vendor, you say, this is $50, and then another vendor will say, okay, I give you 45, and another vendor say, okay, I give you 40, and maybe next year another vendor will say, okay, I give you 35. So things is like that. Prices go down, and they just compete, and quality go down, because first time they will give it good. Like, okay, they will say, let's collect this customer first, and then after that they will just drop That's why I think now a lot of companies would rather to go out because it's very competitive here in the market. Rather to go out and to do the markets, even it grows slow, but but you don't feel very struggling to compete with those vendors, with those factories who just compete in another way under the table, like not playing fair way. That's like that. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy I moved to Hong Kong. I moved to Hong Kong and I see a lot of people. We have the same opinion. We have the same vision to do business, to focus on the real things. Because once you stay here, once you stay here, you just compete. Today they use a different material. Another day they use another technology to make different products. If you ask, if you search, it's always. So sometimes I'm thinking, made in China and created in China. Made in China is so powerful now. Made in China is so powerful now. But you don't know, you guys don't know, it also gives a lot of problems to China factories now, especially the economy is going down. Now, the economy is going down, a lot of factories are feeling hard. They feel very, very hard. If you cannot, if you cannot give good quality, now I think nowadays a lot of companies would rather go to Africa, because Africa they have different standard with the European market and the US market. Of course, there are a few proportion in Africa need very, very high quality products, but only a few proportion. But still a large amount of them, they go to Africa and they grow very fast because they don't really need to like create something. Because when you create something, when you focus on the quality, it makes money really slow, very slow for them. They like to make fast money. And I take my kids to Hong Kong to study, to feel different culture. Sometimes I'm thinking what we can do in the future for our next generation. Sometimes I'm thinking what we can do for the next generations, because I don't want my next generations to do the same thing. Like, you are not creative, you are not have your special opinion to do a special things. But when you want to do special things, when you want to be unique, you see a lot of them are compete with each other, doing the same thing, which are very low level. So education is also a big problem here nowadays, because now like us this generation will compete with each other. But I'm thinking if our next generation still competes in this level, I think we just work like animal. We don't have mind, we don't have thoughts. We just work. We don't feel happy, and we don't feel unique. We don't feel like we have the life we want. We are compete, or they are compete. No, I should say they are compete. It's just because they are afraid to lose. They are afraid to lose money, or they are afraid, or they are very greedy, or they are very, very greedy, or they don't think about to contribute to the society. So yeah, to contribute to the society, and the contribution, like the charity in Hong Kong, it also impressed me. You watch one of my video that I took my daughter to do the like charity things, to ask people to donate money for the society in Hong Kong and to help the other people. I feel very, very comfortable, and I feel very happy, and I encourage my next generations to think that what level of business you should do in the future, what way of competition you should do in the future. Not just sit in the room and calculate the material, what material should use to make it very low price, but look good, just look good, but it's not really good quality. I don't know what I don't want my next generations to do that way. So that's one of the reason I take my kids to Hong Kong to see another culture, to find out that's what we can learn. And yes, I find out something already. So in this video, I just want to share different aspects. Actually, I still have a lot to share. If you like this video, subscribe, support me, or share with your friends. And if you want to know more about China, Hong Kong, yeah, contact me. We discuss, and if you have kids, we discuss the education, the vision, the next generations. That's how I do business now. So welcome, and wait for my next video. Thank you.